As part of Sky Sports News leading the Lionesses series ahead of the Women's Euros, England women's first official captain, Sheila Parker, discusses her career journey, what it was like playing in her era and how the landscape of women's football has changed since she was a player. Considered one of the pioneers of the sport in the 60s and 70s, Parker was appointed as the first official captain of the England women's team put together in 1972 by the Women's Football Association. Parker signed for the famous Dick Kerr Ladies, later joining local side Chorley Ladies. Parker started playing at the age of 13 and went on to captain England from 1972 to 1976. She told Sky Sports News, "I used to go watching Chorley FC on the recreation ground where I used to live, and I went to their site to watch them play. And I loved seeing the slide tackles and I thought how good that was." Match report. England 3-0 Belgium, meet the Lionesses. Serena Wegman. More ruthlessness needed for Euros from England. Women's Euro 2022. All you need to know, download the Sky Sports app. I used to love kicking a ball about and lads used to play on the recreation ground, and I asked if I could play with them originally and they said, "No, you don't play football." So, I just kicked a ball about on my own and then they noticed it and said, "You can join us if you want." So, I joined in with the lads and from then on it was just marvelous. In 1971, the ban preventing women's football fixtures being played on FA pitches was lifted and just a year later, at the age of 24, Parker was selected for the Parker won 5 Division I titles in her playing career. Sky Sports News asked Sheila to take us back to 1972 when the first official England squad was announced and what it felt like to lead the side. She reflected, "I think because I played and I enjoyed it so much, that's probably what put me in their minds because they must have seen the sport coming out. I couldn't believe it, and I thought in my mind it is good because of the joy of playing the game. You being allowed to captain a side in the game. So, yes, I was over the moon." She also discussed about her family's reaction to the news, adding, "They only played very few and far between the games and in various places. There weren't many around where I lived. Not much of the family could get there, but those who could manage to make it, they were thrilled to bits for me." Parker was captain for 4 years until 1976, leading England to victory in the first ever home international championships. She was eventually succeeded by Carol Thomas. When discussing her leadership style, Parker said, "I just told them to play football and slide tackle if they had to do. But to make sure they got the ball and not the players' legs or feet. Yes, they all did very well, and I was pleased that I captained them." Parker also spoke about her position on the field. "Well, personally, I don't think the position matters. Well, in them days it didn't to me, whether you were a defender, a goalkeeper, a midfielder, a forward. If you were captain, it was such proud moment and all the players gathered around you, so it was good." Parker would ultimately go on to win 6 Division I titles, 5 with Preston, 1 with St. Helens, as well as 5 League Cups. After an exciting career and being a trailblazer in her era, what did being England captain mean to Parker? "I am trying to get it to hit home, still. Because I enjoyed it so much and traveled to various countries. I really enjoyed playing the game and doing something you enjoy, it's very hard to forget. No matter what age you are, you always think back to the times that you enjoyed and playing football was one of those." The former captain explained how the landscape of women's football has changed since she was a player. The landscape of women's football has changed over the years and according to Parker, so has the role of England captain. She said, "To me, the ladies' game has changed over the years as well. Nowadays, there's so much money involved. And in my days, we had to pay sometimes to play, and money was very hard to come by in those days, but it seems to have turned completely around now. The current England team, probably wouldn't play like they play if I was captain. Hopefully they'd be playing like we used to play years ago, and the sport was so loved in those days. It is nowadays, I believe, but to me I can see the difference in the bygone years and the years that are now coming up." Parker captained England women from 1972 to 1976. Parker made 33 appearances for her country, and with the Women's Euros this summer, Sky Sports News asked her if she had any advice for current England captain Leah Williamson. Just play football and enjoy the game, and all play together and look after each other on the field, and make sure that you do the passes, and they get to where they are going. Don't just give the ball away. Just play the game that hopefully you love, like I did. Follow Euro 2022 across Sky Sports. Keep up with all the latest from Euro 2022 across Sky Sports and Sky Sports News this summer. Coverage will be anchored by Sky Sports WSL presenter Caroline Barker, alongside Jessica Creighton and Kyle Walker. Meanwhile, Karen Carney, Sue Smith, Courtney Sweetman Kirk and Laura Bassett will give analysis throughout the tournament. They will also be joined by experienced England goalkeeper Karen Bardsley and Manchester City defender Esme Morgan. The pundits and presenters will work from the Sky Sports Women's Euro 2022 mobile presentation bus, which will follow the Sky Sports News team around the country to the various stadiums where matches are being played. In addition, Sky Sports Essential Football Podcast will be rebranded for the tournament to Sky Sports Women's Euros Podcast from the 21st of June. Hosted by Charlotte Marsh and Anton Toloui, it will feature exclusive news and player interviews in addition to a strong program lineup around the tournament. Euro 2022, the groups. Group A. England, Austria, Norway, Northern Ireland. Group B. Germany, Denmark, Spain, Finland. Group C. Netherlands, Sweden, Portugal, Switzerland. Group D. France, Italy, Belgium, Iceland. Euro 2022, the schedule. Group stage. Wednesday, July 6th. Group A. England vs. Austria, kickoff 8 p.m., Old Trafford. Thursday, July 7th. Group A. Norway vs. Northern Ireland, kickoff 8 p.m., St. Mary's. Friday, July 8th. Group B. Spain vs. Finland, kickoff 5 p.m., Stadium MK. Group B. Germany vs. Denmark, kickoff 8 p.m., London Community Stadium. Saturday, July 9th. Group C. Portugal vs. Switzerland, kickoff 5 p.m., Lee Sports Village. Group C. Netherlands vs. Sweden, kickoff 8 p.m., Bramall Lane. Sunday, July 10th. Group D. Belgium vs. Iceland, kickoff 5 p.m., Manchester City Academy Stadium. Group D. France vs. Italy, kickoff 8 p.m., New York Stadium. Monday, July 11th. Group A. Austria vs. Northern Ireland, kickoff 5 p.m., St. Mary's. Group A. England v Norway, kickoff 8 p.m., Brighton and Hove Community Stadium. Tuesday, July 12th. Group B. Denmark vs. Finland, kickoff 5 p.m., Stadium MK. Group B. Germany vs. Spain, kickoff 8 p.m., London Community Stadium. Wednesday, July 13th. Group C. Sweden vs. Switzerland, kickoff 5 p.m., Bramall Lane. Group C. Netherlands v Portugal, kickoff 8 p.m., Lee Sports Village. Thursday, July 14th. Group D. Italy vs. Iceland, kickoff 5 p.m., Manchester City Academy Stadium. Group D. France vs. Belgium, kickoff 8 p.m., New York Stadium. Friday, July 15th. Group A. Northern Ireland v England, kickoff 8 p.m., St. Mary's. Group A. Austria vs. Norway, kickoff 8 p.m., Brighton and Hove Community Stadium. Saturday, July 16th. Group B. Finland vs. Germany, kickoff 8 p.m., Stadium MK. Group B. Denmark vs. Spain, kickoff 8 p.m., London Community Stadium. Sunday, July 17th. Group C. Switzerland vs. Netherlands, kickoff 5 p.m., Bramall Lane. Group C. Sweden vs. Portugal, kickoff 5 p.m., Lee Sports Village. Monday, July 18th. Group D. Iceland vs. France, kickoff 8 p.m., New York Stadium. Group D. Italy vs. Belgium, kickoff 8 p.m., Manchester City Academy Stadium. Knockout phase. Quarterfinals, Wednesday, July 20th. Quarterfinal 1. Winners Group A vs. runners-up Group B, kickoff 8 p.m., Brighton and Hove Community Stadium. Thursday, July 21st. Quarterfinal 2. Winners Group BV Runners-Up Group A. Kickoff 8 p.m. London Community Stadium. Friday, July 22nd. Quarterfinal 3. Winners Group C vs Runners-Up Group D. Kickoff 8 p.m. Lee's Sports Village. Quarterfinal 4. Winners Group DV Runners-Up Group C. Kickoff 8 p.m. New York Stadium. Semifinals, Tuesday, July 26th. Semifinal 1. Winners Quarterfinal 1 v Winners Quarterfinal 3 Kickoff 8 p.m. Bramall Lane. Wednesday, July 27th. Semifinal 2. Winners Quarterfinal 2 v Winners Quarterfinal 4 Kickoff 8 p.m. Stadium MK. Final. Sunday, July 31st. Winners Semifinal 1 v Winners Semifinal 2 Kickoff 5 p.m. Wembley.